welcome back to the Project B-Ball podcast. My name is Akash Jain.
My name is Vinay Manungi,
My name is Gokul Narayan.
and for today's episode, we are going over the top 10 power forwards from last season. We're just going by primary positions and how we feel which player is a power forward. Also joining us for this episode is our guest speaker, Sid, who's been on our top 10 shooting guards, top 10 small forwards, and he will be there on our next episode, which will be top 10 centers.
Thank you for having
We're going to just... Yeah. We're going to talk about the horse competition before we get right into our list. So what happened was Trae Young lost to Chauncey Billups. Mike Conley won his horse. Chris Paul lost his, and I think Zach LaVine won his. Who do you guys think is gonna win now?
Zach LaVine.
Me too. I think Zach LaVine might win.
Yeah.
Sid and Gokul, any thoughts on the horse competition?
Yeah, it is really fun to watch. It's like a good thing to do during this time. So, like the 2K competition. So, it's nice.
But it's like it's really unfair because some people have like really good courts that are like Mike. Well, actually, I think it's either gonna be Mike Conley or Zach LaVine who wins. If they were all playing on the same court, then I would say Zach LaVine. But Mike Conley has this really nice indoor court, while some other players are like playing outdoors with the wind and everything. So that also plays like a huge factor in this. Like Trae Young was playing with like one of the store-bought hoops.
Yeah, that was like the worst one in my opinion.
Yeah.
You should have seen his internet quality though. People were making fun of it. Like they were saying he was recording with a potato or something.
Yeah.
Also, Trae Young's hoop looks rigged. I'm not.
No, Trae Young's hoop. Even Chauncey Billups was like, "Are you sure that's a regulation? That looks like an 8-foot hoop." Yeah. His hoop's like really slanted. But anyway, yeah. I mean, it was fun to watch. I wish they telecasted it better, but you know.
Yeah, during these conditions, they can't really do anything about like how the quality is gonna work. But I'm surprised in like Chauncey's Billups. He beat Trae Young in like the course competition. That was definitely a surprise for me.
But that also comes down to the fact, like even though Trae Young had a lead on him in the beginning, that also comes down to the fact that Chauncey Billups had this like really nice, even though it was outdoor, he had like a really nice built out court that was like legit like materials, and the hoop was like actually attached to the ground, while Trae Young's was like a store bought hoop that's like portable.
True.
Yeah, that plays like a big factor.
So I'm gonna go with Mike Conley gonna win the thing because of the factor of he has this whole like nice indoor.
Yeah, I almost thought it was a facility for a second. I was like, looks really nice.
Yeah.
Wait, okay? Yeah, that's what I was wondering. Is that in his house?
Yeah, I think so, right? Because like at first I thought
does he like own a facility?
I thought he was in like some school or something working on it.
Yeah, I was like, wow.
Because
if this is actually in his house,
if you compare Trae Young's hoop to that, you're like, yeah.
Yeah, so now we're going to move on to our top 10 power forwards list. We're going to start from the bottom, so we're going to start from 10 and we go all the way up to 1, as usual. We positioned the players in like what they mainly played and what we believe they're playing this year. It's a positional, it's like not, the game of basketball changed very much, so what we count at power forward, small forward, shooting guard, that's all interchangeable, but we're mainly going based off how they play and like what is known for a forward position. My 10th best power forward was Zion.
My 10th best power forward was Danilo Gallinari.
Gokul and Sid.
Mine was Danilo Gallinari also.
I said Kevin Love. I mean, I mainly said that because the Cavs aren't like great, and he's their lead. He's like one of their lead players. So
I actually put Gallinari for my 9th, so my 10th.
Who 10th, do you put for your?
I have Kevin Love for 10th.
Yeah. So, guys, the people who are someone who's speaking right now is our editor. He's kind of joined in late on the recording session, but you want to introduce yourself, editor?
Yeah, I'm Manav. A lot of you probably already know me, but yeah, it's cool to be here.
Okay, so you had you said you had Gallinari 10, Gokul and
no, I had Gallinari 9, but I had Kevin Love 10.
Okay, I had Zion 10 because like I'm pretty sure he plays the 4 position or even the center position. That's like debatable, but like he didn't play the whole season, so I can't put him any higher on this list in my opinion. Everyone else above this list was pretty much not injured at all, and Zion was out for like 3-4 months not 3 months. That's exaggeration. And he did play well enough to be a top 10 power forward. The 4 positions are usually a weak position, but looking at this list, has great potential for the future. The Gallinari, Kevin Love. I feel like if you guys had Zion on your list, I feel like you guys wouldn't rate them over. But I'm not sure if you guys kept Zion on your list.
No, I put Zion on my.
I kept Zion like higher on my list.
Yeah, same.
Yeah, I kept Zion higher. I know he only played 19 games, but like I felt that in those 19 games he played, he did like really good. Like he had outstanding numbers. Like 23.
If he kept that up for the rest of the season, those are Rookie of the Year numbers.
Exactly.
Yeah, and
like
top 5.
the impact that he had on the Pelicans and like their whole offense was just like instrumental in those games, and he really like elevated the Pelicans. Even in the losses that they had, like he played really well.
Yeah, and he like Lonzo and like the other ball handlers without taking anything away, like without like messing the rhythm up, which I felt like was a really great contribution to the Pelicans.
Yeah, same proceeding wise. I think they were like second to last, like barely above the Warriors, and then now they're playoff contention. It's tied with the Blazers, but they're 10th seed. So yeah.
Yeah, I mainly put him this low. Looks like you guys put him higher because what he produced in the time he was healthy. I put him lower because he was not healthy and he didn't play enough games for me.
Even though he played, how many games did you say he played?
He brought them from being like a Warriors level team to like
playoff level. So like
a Portland level.
He deserves to be at least like 8th in my opinion.
Obviously though, Portland's a better team, but he brought like in the regular season wise, he brought them to playoff level.
Okay.
So
another question. Who do you guys think is better, Kevin Love or Gallinari? Gallinari? Why?
Yeah, Gallinari's on like a better team than Kevin Love though. So
are you talking about like individual player wise or like?
Player wise, it's Kevin Love.
Yeah.
Kevin Love's like all-star caliber, but like
that's exactly
team wise and success wise, Gallinari.
You should get a trade. I mean, Kevin Love is like he's playing too good to be on the Cavs team like that. So.
No, but my thing with Gallinari is I don't think he has as much as an impact on like the Cavs, like on his team as Kevin Love does. Like if Kevin Love is playing well, that Cavs team is probably gonna win. But like if Gallinari's having an off night, that Thunder team still has their triple threat with their point guards with Dennis Schroeder, Shea, and Chris Paul, which has led them to win many games when Gallinari is not playing as well because he's a volume scorer, so he takes a lot of shots. And Kevin Love, he's been he's learning how to play like as a second option and all that type of stuff. So like from what I saw last year, it's like I feel it's fair for me to you guys will see later in my list. Kevin Love will be higher than Gallinari, but those two are it's a good argument to have like who was better this season.
I actually made a typo on my I meant to put Kevin Love at my number 10 spot. Yeah, but that was just a typo. But yeah.
Okay.
Okay, let's move on to the number 9 spot. Who do you guys have?
I had Gallinari.
I have Gallinari at my 9
Yeah,
spot.
Gallinari.
Goku and Sid.
Yeah, I put Kevin Love for 9.
I put Gallinari too. I mean, we all know that he is like a great consistent player. He can score, but I still think he needs some work on the defensive end. But like, he's elite on offense. So.
Yeah, he's an amazing like role player, scorer type player. He doesn't play much defense, but that's not his role. He's there to score and spread the floor out for the point guards to penetrate defense and get to the rack and all that type of stuff. The thing with like Gallinari is lower on this list because everyone above him had better seasons overall and had more impact on their team winning than he did. Because like I said earlier, Gallinari has the 3 point guards, so I believe all 3 of them are better players than him on that team, and they're more important. So like he should not be higher than like someone like Kevin Love when Kevin Love has much higher impact and he's probably the best player on the Cavs team, while Gallinari is probably the 4th or 5th best player on that Cavs team. The Thunder team, sorry.
Thunder, but you can't really compare the roster. But yeah.
No, I'm just saying in the aspects of like how much they impact their team winning. Like obviously you have to look at that as a way you're ranking these players, right? Because like someone who doesn't have that much of an impact is not going to be ranked higher than someone else who has much more of an impact on their team winning.
Yeah.
Akar Shimano, do you see where I'm coming from with that impact? scenario?
I do. I definitely see. I understand your argument, but I think Gallinari contributes and fits much better to with the Thunder than Kevin Love does with that young Cavs team. I think he deserves to be on like a playoff contention team as the third or fourth option. So yeah.
Okay.
I agree with what you mean, but I definitely think Gallinari fits much better within his team, and his role benefits his team more than Kevin Love's role benefits the Cavs.
Yeah, you could say that. Like, what Gallinari does for the Thunder is a certain role, and then like Kevin Love's role for his Cavs is like pretty much unknown because all they're trying to do is tank and get
Right, yeah, that does make sense. Like Kevin Love, even though he puts up like good numbers, like even if he doesn't put it up, it doesn't make a difference because they're still gonna lose if he puts it up or it doesn't.
Yeah, I kind of see where you're coming from, but I'm gonna keep with my ranking.
I actually like that. I'm gonna switch Gallinari and Love.
Okay. Now we're gonna move on.
Wait, Gokul, did you put Gallinari over Love?
No, I put Gallinari 10 and Love 9.
Yeah.
Wait, let's move to number 8.
Number 8, I had Kevin Love. Who do you guys have?
For number 8, I had Zion number 8.
I had Aldridge number 8.
Huh? Okay.
I had John
Aldridge
Collins.
number 8.
Yeah.
Sid, you had John Collins?
Yeah.
Okay.
I mean, I felt that. I mean, the one concern I have for him is that when Clint Capella gets back, he should like try not to be overshadowed by him. But yeah.
True. I think why the list seem kind of interesting right now is because you guys have Zion higher on my list, but like how we're ranking players is pretty similar. I do have Kevin Love here at 8 because I had Gallinari and Zion underneath them, and I feel that what Kevin Love has contributed this season is he has done more than what Gallinari and Zion. You can't I can't defend that Kevin Love did more than Zion, but it's just like Zion didn't play the whole season. So those are my reasonings for the rankings. But John Collins, so I do have yeah, that makes sense because you have Zion higher on your list. I think, right, Sid?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Gokul, why did you put LaMarcus Aldridge this low?
Yeah, so I was deciding between 6, 7, 8. Like that's the region I had the players similar as. But then I know Zion played the number of games he played is like not even close to Aldridge. But I just felt that, like we mentioned before, that impact was bigger. Like if you see the Spurs standing right now, they're 12th in the playoff race. So again, they're not. Aldridge is a good player, but his contribution is not helping them get to playoffs, whereas Zion brought them up like 4 seeds. So that's why I felt that Zion was higher than Aldridge.
Okay. I kind of see that, but like I feel like Aldridge, that's like I feel like you're underrating Aldridge.
No, I'm not. Where do you put him? Like you could have
put him I put him a couple spots higher.
You put him at 5?
Not
Yeah.
5. Not 5.
Like
6.
Oh,
6,
yeah.
7.
Yeah, Aldridge was my 6 too. I mean, he had like, if you look at his numbers and his percentages, like that, I think you're like a little like underrating him because like he's like a consistent scorer and he's like a great leader for the Spurs right now. And plus, like he can shoot the 3 ball. He has he has a post fadeaway. So I think considering all of that, he should be higher on the list.
Yeah. I agree with Sid there on the ranking of like where Aldridge is, because I'm pretty sure you still haven't said John Collins or Zion yet, and I don't think it's fair to say that Aldridge is better than John Collins. If you think Zion's already better than Aldridge, yeah, you can make that point. But like John Collins and Aldridge, I don't think you can make a point that John Collins was better than Aldridge this season.
Wait, like stats wise, he was, but like impact wise,
yeah.
They both have, like, since they're both like pretty low in the standings, like impact wise doesn't really, like, yeah, they're not the type of player to change the game. I'd say that.
Yeah, the cool fact of John Collins, when he was healthy this year, he had some of the couple of weeks where he was the best fantasy player for basketball. So that's an interesting fact. But like, still, we'll get into that when we talk about Aldridge versus John Collins more when we go above our rankings. Of course, who do you put at 8 again? Sorry, I forgot.
At number 8,
yeah.
I put Zion.
Zion? Okay. I feel that's why do you put Zion at 8 and not lower or higher than 8?
Because I feel like he contributed to his team much more than Kevin Love and Gallinari. He single-handedly put them in the playoff race. Before that, Brandon Ingram and Lonzo were playing well, gelling together, but they weren't getting as many wins as they did when Zion came on before. So that's why I put Zion over Gallinari and Kevin Love. But then again, you can't argue that Zion, especially this season, you can't really argue that Zion was better than John Collins because Zion, in the time he played, yes, Zion was better than John Collins, but John Collins played many more games than Zion, and I think he's like a bigger piece of the. Well, actually, I wouldn't say
Zion's a bigger.
Yes, Zion's probably the most important player on the Pelicans right now. But John Collins this season, I think, even though the Atlanta Hawks did really bad this season,
He improved.
John Collins made a big jump from last season. So I thought he deserved a spot above Zion. But if Zion played even 10 more games, I would have put Zion above John Collins and kept up the same stat.
Yeah, same here.
John Collins was injured this season too, right? If I'm not wrong.
He was injured a little bit.
But yeah, not as long as Zion. So
No, not as long as Zion. And when John Collins was healthy, he was producing very good for the Hawks. But he was not. He was inconsistent somewhat. But what he did this season, I would take over wherever Zion did too.
Yeah. All right, let's move on to the number 7 spot.
Yeah, I had John Collins 7.
Yeah, I had John Collins 7 as well.
Sid and Goku.
I had Zion 7.
Yeah, I had Zion 7 too. I might actually switch that up with John Collins, considering that Zion only played 19 games. I don't know if he would have kept those numbers up that he had. But I mean, if you look at both of them,
it was looking like it. It was looking.
Yeah,
like
and after playing more games than Zion, a considerable amount more, they had pretty similar numbers, percentages wise, and rebounds, and I mean, John Collins had 10.1 rebounds per game, while Zion was getting 6.8. So I think that John Collins should be 7 instead of 8.
Okay, yeah, I understand. I see your argument there. Goku, would you add a 7 again?
Zion.
Zion. So why was? Did you explain already why Zion was better than Aldridge in your opinion? You did that.
Yeah,
right?
and for the last.
Yeah, yeah, you did it. So I put Collins here because of his what he done when he was healthy, which was more than what he was when Zion. He played more games than Zion, but he was not completely healthy the whole season, right? So yeah, that's why his ranking was dropped, because he was actually one of the best power forwards this season. Easily, if he was healthy all 82 games, I can honestly see him putting top 5 because how well he played during the whole season. But since he was not healthy, and then his team didn't win much at all, because the Hawks are the worst team in the East, right?
No, second.
Second to one. Cavs are worst. Okay. Yeah, but so his Hawks team was not winning at all and stuff like that. So those are the factors why I had to reduce John Collins from a top 5 spot to top 7, which I feel is fair for him. Okay, should we move on to number 6, guys?
Yeah.
Yep.
Okay, I got LaMarcus Aldridge at 6.
I have Aldridge at 6 as well.
I have Collins.
Yeah.
And then
I have
Collins.
Aldridge at 6.
Oh yeah, the Aldridge at 6.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay. Goku, why did you have Collins at 6?
I mean, it goes back to debate before why I put Aldridge as 8th, and then we already talked about how Collins is better than Zion this season, so it had to do with the way I position Aldridge. So that's what
Yeah, using your way of how you were ranking it, it makes sense how you're ranking it. I just don't agree with your Zion being over Aldridge at all, because I feel like Aldridge still has more of an impact on his team, even though Zion.
No.
Yeah, I understand how you.
No,
how does?
I don't think it's about his impact on his team. It's just he fits better with the Greg Popovich system.
But
if you remove
This is Zion's first season, first of all, and he played less than 20 games. So
he's playing like a veteran, and LaMarcus Aldridge has been under Greg Popovich for some time. So.
yeah.
Yeah, but you can't take that away from him.
Huh?
If Zion's a rookie, you can't rank him higher than someone else because he's new and you're.
No, I did by impact. I didn't do by new.
Okay, if you remove Zion and you remove LaMarcus Aldridge, which team is going to be worse?
Wait, like yeah.
If you remove Zion,
If
from
you
the
remove-
Pelicans, they're jumping down to the
Oh
Warriors.
wait, Verde, look. If you remove Aldridge from the Spurs, you're not going to notice anything different since they're already not in the playoff contention. But if you remove Zion, you're just going to see them like competing with the Warriors for last place. So that's the way I see it.
I would argue removing LaMarcus Aldridge from the Spurs will make them even worse. They'll be worse.
Yeah,
I would argue that.
if you remove him, I'm not saying they're not going to be worse, but like I'm just saying that Zion has a bigger impact. That's all. Aldridge had
And the
impact.
Spurs also have other people who can score. So
Yeah. Oh, should we move on? Or...
Yeah, no, but like I still don't. I don't see it if Zion has a bigger impact because before Zion was coming, the Pelicans were making a run with Lonzo and Brandon Ingram finally being healthy in
which
December.
made them be 14th seed.
No, they got out of the 14th seed. They were the 11th seed when Zion came, and Zion got them up to the 10th seed. They were going on runs. I know in the beginning of the season they were Warriors level bad, right? But then they were when Lonzo and Brandon Ingram were finally healthy on the court together. They actually made some runs, and then when Zion helped, it fueled the run. So like,
But
yeah,
can you answer this? If Zion played more games,
Do you think that if Zion wasn't there, the Pelicans would be as good as they are right now?
yeah, obviously not.
how good are they right now anyway?
They're almost.
I can make
they're
that
playoff
argument.
not better than
contention.
Warriors level like they were before. So
Yeah, Warriors are.
They'll be
They're literally regular season wise, they're Blazers level. Regular season wise. Now, if you take off Aldridge from the Spurs, you're not going to see that much of a dip.
no. I would
That's
argue
why-
there'll be a bigger dip if you take off Zion from those Pelicans and if you take off Aldridge from the Spurs.
I personally put Aldridge over Zion too, but I'm just saying I see where Gokul's coming from. The merely reason I put Aldridge over Zion is because he played.
Yeah, like I guess
many
in
more
that
games.
aspect, today,
That's
that's the
only
question I was
reason.
gonna ask you. Like, if Zion played more games, would you rank him over Aldridge, or would you still using your logic? Would you do like whatever you did right now?
That really depends on the Pelicans' success.
so let's consider this. What if the Pelicans had Zion from the start? Where do you think they would be?
I think they would be like 7.
They'd be in the
Exactly.
playoffs if they had Zion.
That is hypothetical. You never know, but like that's a what if scenario.
But that's not what we're talking about. If we had Zion, if the Pelicans had Zion from the start, I'm not a Pelican fan.
Yeah.
I don't know why I said we. But if the Pelicans had Zion from the start, they would be in the playoffs. But in what happened was that they did not have Zion from the start. Zion played 19 games while Aldridge played like most of the season.
Yeah.
That is the reason why I put Aldridge over Zion.
Yeah, that's part of my reason. I'm talking about there's other reasons I went through. Yeah, obviously Zion only played 19 games, like you said, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, that has to reduce him because he cannot be a top 8-7 power forward if he only played 19 games.
Okay.
That's like
From
nothing.
that logic, it makes
Half the reason is because Zion didn't play games, and half the reason is because LaMarcus Aldridge played games.
no. I get that logic. I didn't understand your previous logic when you were talking about impact and stuff like that. So.
Yeah, no, but that logic I use too because it's a 50-50 like how I rank my guy. Because Zion, if you remove the Pelicans were making a push towards that. I don't know how far that push would have gone, but the minute you put if you kept if you remove Zion, if you remove LaMarcus Aldridge, the Spurs are going to take a huge dip because he matters so much to that team. I understand, they have the Greg Popovich factor, but they don't have any good players on that roster to carry them out for the whole season to be 12 seed, like you said. You remove them, they're going Warriors level. If you remove Zion, like I said, they were making a run.
Okay,
for
so
it,
you're trying to say
before
that the Pelicans team without Zion is just much better than the Spurs team without Aldridge.
It will be better.
Yeah. Okay.
Not much better.
Okay.
So basically, in conclusion, you're saying that if Zion played more games, he would be above Aldridge, right?
Yeah, I'll completely agree with that.
Okay.
I'll agree with that. If Zion played more games, he'll be higher on my list. But if he played 19 games.
Yeah, I get that. Yeah.
Okay, let's move on.
Yeah, we'll move on to the fifth,
Yeah.
right? Yeah, I had Sabonis.
I had
Yeah,
Sabonis
it's a bonus
as well.
also.
Sid, who do you
Yeah,
have?
I had Sabonis too. Like he's come a long way from his rookie season, and he's pulling up. He's a starter now for the Pacers, and he's a huge part of their success. So
I'm,
And
I'm pretty.
it's funny how people laughed at when they traded Victor Oladipo and Sabonis for Paul George, but that trade really aged well, and Victor Oladipo blossomed into a star. I mean, sadly, he got injured, and how did he play after his injury? Like
He didn't play that well.
Yeah.
But like
but I mean, he's still he's still recovering, right?
yeah.
And then we have Sabonis who made the All-Star team this season. So I think both of them just blossomed into stars. I don't think there's much to discuss on this one. Let's move on to the number.
Yeah, I totally agree. Like Sabonis being ranked against the next 4, I'm pretty sure the top 5. I don't think there's gonna be much argument between any of us for like how we're ranking them.
Yeah.
But yeah, for me, next one I have Porzingis.
Yeah, me too.
Pretty sure you.
I had Eric Paschal.
what?
Eric Paschal?
Oh yeah, yeah.
Wait, what?
He's on the Warriors.
I had Paschal.
The guy in the Warriors.
What about Porzingis?
Oh wait.
Wait, you mean Pascal
Paschal.
Siakam? You mean? Wait, if you want Eric Paschal, you and I didn't.
Wait, of course, did you put Eric Paschal?
No, I put Pascal Siakam, but it auto-corrected to Paschal.
Wait. So you're saying Porzingis is better than Pascal Siakam?
No, he's not.
Which spot are we on?
We're on 4.
What do you?
Oh yeah, wait. Okay, yeah, I put Porzingis.
Okay. At least we all agree here. I think our top 5 is all gonna be like the exact same because like I don't think there's any argument how we're ranking these players. Like I think it's pretty obvious. Porzingis played better than Sabonis this season. Sabonis was a first-time All-Star, but like Porzingis obviously had his down year per se because he came back from his injury. What, 2 years ago? He had an ACL.
That large gap of playing for was like, I think he has another gear to hit still.
Yeah, me too. I think Porzingis, honestly, I know how much people love Luka and the potential he sees. I honestly see the same amount of potential in Porzingis. I think he could be the best player in the league in a few years.
I don't know. I still think that Luka.
None of you guys agree. Okay.
Porzingis and Luka are going to be something special.
Yeah, they're going to be something special, but like...
Yeah.
Already look at this
No,
season.
but, like-
It's already looking nice.
Yeah.
Exactly.
No,
And
but like...
Porzingis isn't even fully.
Yeah,
healed.
that's the.
No, but...
Okay, let's move on.
None of you guys agree with the point where I said Porzingis can be the best player in the league
What?
in a couple
Best
years.
player in the league over Giannis?
There's a lot of great players, dude.
Over Giannis?
Well, if Giannis doesn't deal up with 3 anytime soon, then yeah.
I mean,
It's all theoretical. Like,
I don't think he'll
like,
be the best player.
Porzingis
He'll
has-
how do you know
Porzingis has the
Porzingis is gonna
potential.
come back fully? He's gonna have a full recovery from his injury.
The injury he got for a big man is like pretty hard to.
He had a knee injury, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, that's a pretty big injury, and I don't know if he can like.
I think he can be maybe top 5, but he's definitely. I don't see him as the best player in the league. That's a big statement.
No, but like he has the potential to be the best player.
I mean,
That's
everybody has
what
the
I said.
potential to be good. Yeah.
No,
Greg Oden has the potential to be the best player.
no, but like from what I saw from Porzingis when he was on the Knicks and now this season, yeah, he has the potential. No, not everyone has the potential to be the best player in the league. Like, well, Luka, yeah, he has the potential. I'm saying Greg Oden, that's a whole different scenario. He can't even play.
Greg Oden got injuries too, and it was really sad. Greg Oden could have been a good player.
Yeah, he could have been, but
he
like
was riddled with injuries.
even in his seasons, he was not even that like special because of his injury. So there was no potential seen. But when Porzingis was healthy, and this season he showed it sometimes, when he's healthy, he has the potential.
But
I
that's
never
when
said
he's
he
not
will
healthy.
be.
I mean, that's also a big concern, right? He's not
True.
always healthy. He's had a lot of injuries throughout his career.
Yeah. That's why I said he has the potential. Like I
Yeah.
never say it's gonna be a guaranteed. Like
I still don't know
guarantee
about the best player thing, though.
Yeah, I don't. I see. If you mean potential, if I have a difference between potential and actually being the best player, like I don't know if he can be best player, but
I'll give him top 5
yeah, top
at
5.
most, but nothing more than that.
Okay, we all have our opinions. So
let's
I
move
feel
on.
I feel strongly of yeah. Okay, I think I have Pascal Siakam.
Yeah,
You
me
guys
too.
have
Pascal
Siakam.
Siakam.
Yeah. I think it's pretty obvious on that one too. Pascal played more than Porzingis. He was probably better than Porzingis this season because Porzingis, he started off pretty disappointing, I remember, but he came on his own later towards the end of the season.
What do you think about impact wise?
Impact wise, I actually Pascal, because like the Raptors were winning without him for like the month Pascal was injured, but like I still think
not as much as
like without him. Like the man they got them back, they went on like a 17-game winning streak, right, or something like that.
Yeah,
they went on a big win streak.
I think Pascal definitely stepped up like after Kawhi. He showed like the Toronto Raptors or the NBA that Kawhi leaving wouldn't like make like he could step up for Kawhi, even though he's nowhere close. But like,
I personally would like drop down like crazy after Kawhi left.
I thought they'd be like 10th or something, but
they're my surprise team of the year.
Definitely,
now we're gonna move on to our 2. I think everyone has Anthony Davis.
Yep.
Yeah. We count him as a 4 because JaVale McGee has been starting for the whole year. Even though, like, I think Davis is best for center, but like he played power forward mainly for the whole season. And I think he's been better than everyone underneath him this whole list. He's defensive player of the year in my opinion. I don't know if you guys agree with that, but like he's been good on defense. He's been pretty good. He's been amazing on offense. He's been helping the Lakers secure their 1 seed. And I don't think, but the player above him, I don't think there's any argument you can make that guy above him is better than Anthony Davis. And I think everyone probably guessed who's number 1 on the power forwards list. I have Giannis. Y'all have Giannis, right? Yeah. No argument. I don't think there's a single argument you can make that Davis should be higher than Giannis.
Giannis is MVP level.
If he becomes a better 3-point shooter, then I don't know. Like he's basically unguardable. Like he already is unguardable, but if he can shoot the 3, then
game over.
That's
like top 10 level.
You can guard him. The only reason the Miami you can guard him is because he can't shoot the 3.
Yeah, they play zone.
Wait, you think if Giannis got a shot, he could make top 10 all time?
I think so.
I think like a shot would like make a player we've never.
No, but hey, here's the thing with top 10 all time. He has to do something in the playoffs.
Yeah,
okay?
but he's getting it.
If every year he's disappointing in the playoffs, he's not being top 10 at all.
Yeah.
Yeah. So like, if he has to now, I think Giannis's goal, like now he has proved to the league that he's a very talented player and has potential for everything. Now he just gotta win the shit. That's his one last goal left. Yeah. So guys, that'll be the end of this episode. Thank you for listening.
Bye.
Bye.